Welcome to Multinet Design in the continuation of our 4-bedroom that we are working on. So if you are joining us for the first time, this is the almost like 8th episode of this. So you can go on and check our YouTube channel and start from beginning. We have created course for it for easy accessing too. So now what we do here is that we need to continue the progress of this work. Now I want to cast shadow here to see something. Sorry, not render. Our cast shadow. See, the shadow is not coordinated. The reason is that I did not have any plane level ground for this on the ground. So quickly let me do that before I move. So I'm going to go to foundation. So from the foundation you have two options. Either you use from the massing and site to do the work, or so you just like creating topo surface or something like that. But I don't want to do that because I'm not creating any contour or something. So I just want to use normal ground floor and create that perfectly for myself. So you can use that opportunity as well. So I'm going to do by duplicating this. So duplicate so just quickly design. So it does not matter the thickness since I'm not going to use it for any major or something. So I'm going to draw it like this and I will say okay. So go back to 3D and view it. So you see the shadow effect of the shadow that we casted that time. And I see that I have something a little bit more different from the other one. So you see the base. So this is how you do the design, and you can actually change the shadow casting and every other thing. So but when you're having the details to the drawing, it gives you more visibility and pleasing to the eyes. So let's go on for the order of today. So I'm going to go, this is how the floor plan look like. So if you are here now, what I want to do here is that we are going to amend the details of this particular. So I have like level 1, which are 2. So this one is for when I put on the sheet. You can rename it to be level of the sheet. So now I have another level which I've created, which have the details like this one particular one. So it has the detail. You can imagine the way it is. So I'm going to use one of them. So you have only one on the sheet, which is this one on the first side. So but this one, I want to use this one to create dimension and every other things. Why I hide all this one for the precision, because it contains the same thing that's in the level 1. So now let me go there. So what I do is that I will select this and I say select all instance in this view. So select all instance in the view. So anything that resemble that, you can still press Control. Select all instance in this view again. So you're going to pick up it. So the third one, select all instance in this view as well. So now I don't want to hide the category because of I want to use it in another position. So select it like that. So if any other one that you don't need again, you can just select there, like this fencing. I don't need it. Just select the fence. So select it all together. So every other one. Now, I don't need this one too. I don't need them again. So I'm going to hide them. So now I've selected them. So I'm going to say hide the elements. So everything is going to be hidden, including the cards. I don't need them for now. So I'm going to hide them because I just want to work on the floor completely. So hide the elements. So they are gone. So I can toggle up this. So adjust this base. So in fact, these lines too, I want to just adjust it because I just want to do details on this so that we demonstrate what I want to show. So hide. Now, oh sorry, what have I done? Okay, this one is normal. So hide, same thing, hide the elements. So let's say I toggle off this, I should be able to remove that one from okay, and I will have this one complete. Now my detail is that I have issue with this one. The reason is the line. So first you may leave this one because of the projected aspect of it, but now let me quickly do this. Now on this particular level I have issue. The issue is that this element is supposed to be double line. So I'm going to change that by saying Fiji visibility graphics. So visibility graphics that I have here is that there are 2 things I'm going to do. We are going to see other form is going to carry the thick line, but this particular one is going to. So I'm going to remove any objective completely from that thickness. So I'm going to come here under the wall. So change the wall default, that is the graphics aspect. Then you come here and change it completely, remove it from the cut, remove it completely and say none. Okay, go back again to any other one that you see that they have it. So they are all none. I don't need them again. So you click OK. and click OK. Now you see what will happen. So it's done back to double. So everywhere now it's going to come back to double. Every area you are seeing them like that is going to come back to double. So now what we need now is that I want to only maintain this as a double. Why other one is maintain the thick, especially this one. I still making use of it as a thick part. So you can imagine, you see that there is no dimension on anything here. So what I do is that you can copy this one and bring them back there. So but I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to have the, you see, the graphics aspect of this are different, but they maintain the same plot plan, but now the graphics are given different at a different level. So I'm going to come here, select this because that's still my presentation page. So select all instance here, then say copy to clipboard, then you come here and paste it exactly where you want, exactly the place. So align to the current view, so everything back to the position. Now what I want to do here is that I want to maintain a thick line here. So I'm going to click on Fiji again. So instead of me going to this objective, I'm not going to go to the objective. I just want to maintain only the base. So I'm going to say here the line, the cut pattern and everything. So I'm going to come to the, where is it, the cut pattern. So the cut pattern under the wall is where you're going to work on. So I'm going to say cut pattern. So I will select this one. So select everything I have here. Now what will I do? I'm going to override the color completely. So what I'm going to do here is that I will select the pattern in which I want, which is this pattern. So which is going to be this. Then the color I want to use, I will select it, make it black as well. So you get, so I will say okay. Now see, now I say okay. Can you see? So this one I already represented what, the bold line, while this one is still maintain the double line. Can you see? So you have this in the bold part, in the bold wall, and we have this one in a double line. Now this one, now when you toggle off this, you see that the line is not thick enough. So I want to change the line again to be thick. So you say Fiji again under this particular graphics, feasibility graphics. So what you do here, you come back, you come down here under the wall again. So from the wall now you go to cut line. You see under the cut and the lines we are going to go to. So this one is say override. So what you do is that you select the pattern, leave the pattern alone. It does not matter, we don't need anything to do with pattern. Now you select this one and say the thickness of it should be what, 7. So when you click on 7 and say okay, you see the line become more bolder and thicker. So this one now is good for what? It's good for printing where you want to print your work. So now if you want to change the color as well, you can do the same thing by changing the color. So let's go back there and select the color. So when we say line, override the line. So here you select color that you want. So I don't want that kind of color, I just want it to be like a blue line or like the normal thing that people in AutoCAD do. So just select the color and see how far it goes. You see, so you can make it green if you feel like picking it green or red, depends on you, the way you are doing your design. So people use AutoCAD, they do that color activities a lot. So I'm going to select red and let's see how far the red looks like. You see, so this is it. I have to change the color. It does not affect anything on that every other one. It must maintain the position, but I like the way it is now. So that is just your choice of design of what to do. Now based on this one that we have here, the next thing I want to do is now to start the proper dimension. So the two aspects of dimension which are important is that one, a normal linear dimension, which is just what we're going to be doing. It's the linear as well. We have other one that when we are measuring the angle, like you are selecting angle of a place, you can imagine. So but that's not what we want to do. We just want to do with what, align line, straight up line. So straight up line, now we want to work with individual references. We just picking from edge to edge like this. Pick from edge to edge, your choice. So this one is if you want to do a normal inner to inner dimension of a thing, so you get this one. Now the dimension you are doing here does not affect this one. Can you see? So this one still maintains its dimension and graphics representation, no any something. Now But I don't so much like this because I like now if you can just like selecting all this one and be picking them one after the other. You understand? Sometimes you make mistakes, sometimes you just like when you toggle of this, so this one will help you out. But I don't want to do that one. What I want to do now is to maintain the clarity, and that is what I want to select. Now you say pick and you say individual, instead of individual reference you're going to use entire wall. So entire wall you choose options. Your options now depends on the opening, and we will use opening now, and I will use width instead of center. If I use center, it's going to be cutting the window from the middle, but now I want to use it edge to edge, so I'm going to say that. So when I pick all the walls, can imagine what it gave me. So let me pick it fast. This one is faster and quicker for you to dimension and do whatever you want to do. So that is layer one of the dimension. You can do that as fast as possible with this kind of method. So another one is that when you choose option, you can choose another option and say, okay, instead of the wall, you don't want it now. I don't want the opening, but I want the wall intersection. So from the wall intersection now, you are going to pick anywhere that those things gone together. So it's going to represent another layer. So this one gives you the room dimension from the side part. So you see, so this one gives you that clue. Now if your thickness of the line is like this, you might have an issue that, okay, the way I'm seeing it, there's something you need to control. You can control this line, at the same time you can control the weight of the letters. So how do you do that? Select this and you can say this. Just what you need to do, all I need to do is that I duplicate it. So when I duplicate, I just call it a dimension, so that I know that is what I'm working with this so that is the layer I'm working with. So now what I do is that the tick mark, you have to reduce it, let it be 1. So the dimension extension of 3 meters, you work on that one too. You can change it to 1 millimeter. So witness gap, which is 2, you change it now. Witness line control, so what you just do is a fixed dimension line. So as you do that, you just apply and see the effect of what you have done. So all these things you can imagine for this one. So you work for this. So what you just need to do is say select all instances in this view. Understand? So when you select that, then change it to that one that we created, which is dimension, and everything will follow up. So you see that the witness line cutoff does not go extended and be joining together. So if you don't want your work to just like looking too much, so that's what you should do. Now it's not finished. I want to reduce the size of the letter. I'm going to go back to the edit, then I will drag it to this particular place. So what I do is that I will reduce this one to, depends on, because sometimes when you put it in paper space, dimension looks smaller, but for now as we are looking at it, we have not put it on paper space. So let me just reduce it to 2. You can imagine, so it's too small now. It gives more proper representative. Now you can start dragging and change some style position. This one is very good again, so because it witnesses the line, that the pattern where you are dimension from. So this one is very good and very okay, just like you give a spacing so that when you get to search or printing, you are going to see it clearly. So that is what we created here, and you can extract a detailed aspect and detail it out completely. So let us quickly do that one. What I'm going to do is that you see it here now. You say I will go to architecture, view. From the view, what will I do? Have you ever used cut line? So you're going to use this cut line and say, just like you can sketch it out, depends on you. You can do rectangular. So I'm going to do sketch out. Let's quickly do sketch out and see the pattern which I want to cut out. So I'm going to cut it out from here. I just need this one, this side with this side. Let me say I need that area. You can design any pattern of which you want. So I just want the door aspect to come out, and then here you see. So when you say click finish, now you see what we have. So you have created this, which is this. So you click on this one and say go to view. So it take you to the view. You see, that's the part you cut out. All the dimensions did not follow. Now from here, now you can do the detail of this particular thing. So when you do the details now, let me quickly do that and see how far it goes. So you select and detail it out the way we have said. So for me, I want to use individual options, not I want to use in the figure now. I'll click and see in the figure because what I want to do is not too clumsy. So I'm going to use this one. Then every other area that you know that you need to. So it's just not something just like representation. Also depends upon the details you are doing, you are carrying out. Now when you are here, you have an option. You can toggle off this side so that you focus on this, and you can return it back so that you'll be able to see the part in which you have created. Now I want to create a sheet for that. Only going to create a sheet for this particular view. So I'm going to say, so I'm going to use this. So I can decide to change the name, but I'm not going to use and change that name. I'm going to drag it here now. So this is the scale of 1 to 50. If it's too small, you can increase it. It depends on your choice. So you just go here and say customize. So I'm going to use scale 1 to 40. That's a bit too big, a little bit big. So now when I use the scale 1 to 40, you see that the letters are too small. So what will I do? I will select them, double click inside and say select all instances in this view, only this view. Then you come here, change, and you say duplicate again. So your duplication will be like this. Double 2. So you can rename the duplication if you want to rename it. Depends on your choice. So just let's say RR. So I'm going to give it like that. So I still maintain all the witness and everything. If you don't want the witness again, you change it. So let's go to this one. So instead of this, I'm going to say 5. So if I click 5, it became more border. Can you see? So that's how you work. And when you click on the double line, let's click save. So when you click on the double line, become more thicker. So the pattern is still there. Now if you don't want this pattern to be the red, you can still use an option. So just say Fiji. So under this one, you change it completely because you are using according to the graphics capacity. So I'm going to click back to black and I will say okay. Click OK and click OK. Turn back to black, isn't it? So but this one still maintain the red, you see, and this one still maintain the black line. That is just the way you can work with the graphics on something. So it does not matter, the ground floor plan is still there while this call out is still maintained. So whatever you want to detail here, you can begin to write accordingly, create legend, create everything as according to the way it suits you. So that is the way, just what we want to teach in this particular tutorial. So in the next project, we are going to talk more on the other aspect of drawing, but this is what we have call out for now. You can change this name, rename it or hide it, and try to drag your own title for this particular one. So that's what it is at this particular moment. So see you in the next project. God bless you.